Do you ever feel really alone when you're in the presence of others? Like, despite the fact that you're surrounded by so many people that you know, you just don't feel fulfilled and you feel really alone. Because this past weekend, it was the bank holiday here in England. So we get a 3 day weekend. And literally, I went to the pub and probably met about 15 of my mates. And I'd say I felt like I just didn't want to be there for the majority of the time. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm just so over it, and now I'll just look for an excuse not to do that sort of thing. But the issue was, I was just so not wanting to be alone and just so not wanting to be with my own thoughts that I just went anyway because it was like it's a way to keep busy, but that's not a way of being fulfilled, just being busy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it sort of like clicked for me when I started my self improvement sort of thing. Like, you do all these things to try and make yourself feel better, and then it comes down to, you know, spending time with people that you've known for so long. And like the thing that you do, sorry, I got fucking my back hurting. The thing that you do is like just backwards and just not progressive at all. Like going out, just drinking, for example. Like, you do all this to make yourself feel better, and then you do something like that. It just knocks you back so far. And I think that more than anything, just the activities, and the conversations, like just not connecting with them like I used to. And I think a lot of people probably get this because fuck off. It's quite a vulnerable one, so I think it's quite hard in some sense. Like, obviously, I enjoy seeing them. I enjoy a laugh every now and then, but in another way, I feel like I'm not going forwards with this group of people at times. And that's where you really need to regulate it and decide when's best for you. But the priority now needs to be, what am I doing now to move forwards? Because you have to, if you're not happy with your group, then you have to find a group. You can't just sit around and just wait and hope that some people turn up. You need to go out there and find it. Whether that's by like joining a club or going to a local event or going out your way to try and find some people. I mean, you got to try, because the reason that we're feeling alone in the presence of others is because we're not fulfilled, and we're just doing it to stay busy or to tick a box to say we've seen someone. But at some point we have to be able to live for ourselves and should admit for ourselves that, look, this isn't what we want to do, and you have to learn to say no. It's the most powerful thing that there is. I think the biggest issue as well is just the fact that it's like all you've known. So just going out and stopping that is really uncomfortable. Like stopping seeing certain people, for example. Wait, let me put my watch back on. I need the kilometres. Right. Look at this, 2.5k into a run. You see that? A run, a walk. Oh, that is a cheeky rest day by me. That is actually stopped for once. But anyway, yeah, I think the problem is it's just so normal. Like, it's what we've always done. It's the people we've always seen. That when you start maturing, it's scary. And our brains, oh boy, do our brains not like discomfort, because that is a very uncomfortable thing. And our brains are literally designed to keep us safe and away from discomfort. And something like this is very uncomfortable because you're on your own. You're a lone wolf. And we need people around us. So we need to take a big step in order to get to where we want to be. And this may just be one of them that you might need to take. So if you're ever going through this, you're feeling alone when you're in the presence of others, just think, is this right for me right now? Am I doing this for myself? Am I doing it for the sake of it? And is this the true fulfillment that I want? And if not, where do I go to go find it? Because you deserve it. And that's how we get somewhere. By getting and that's how we get somewhere. By achieving fulfillment and working hard and achieving a goal. I'd fucking love, right, if I could just like solve loneliness completely. That'd be an absolute dream of mine. Like millions of people, just help all of them out. Don't know whether that's an app or something, but like a massive community. I would love that. But for now, one person at a time, and let's get people on track. That's what we need to do. Get people working towards what they want to be doing, because they're not living if it's not for you. And remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you want different results, you've got to take different actions. Thanks for watching, man. I just seen some of this back, and I want to just quickly prove my hairline's fine. Okay, just didn't look great on that video where it was like here and it was just pulled up a bit, but it's fine. Don't worry.